Hi Taurus. So I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards for you guys today. I'm going to go ahead and ask about this current transition with the Neptunes entering Aries, or not with this 13 or 14-year cycle, as well as Neptune and Saturn conjuncting Aries on February 17th. I'm going to go ahead and pull and see how these energies are going to affect you. Before I get into that, I will let you know that for earth signs, this is going to be a much more grounded energy. But these transitions, there's going to more so be foundational. With earth signs, it's going to be asking you, what dream are you willing to build brick by brick, and does the dream fulfill you? So with that being said, Spirit, let's go ahead and pull on Tauruses. Show me, how is this transit going to affect them? Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, Five of Coins. This is good energy, Taurus. You're being called to let go. So for you, here's what it's going to affect. Your values, your money, how you think about money and security, stability, as well as your spirituality. You're going to, spirit is testing you guys. This new cycle, this new phase of your spirituality, your spirit is grooming you. Spirit is grooming you and getting you ready. But first, with this transition, it's affecting how you think about money. You're being called to shed old ways, old feelings, old thoughts about how you make money, and you're being called to get rid of this idea that you're in survival mode. Survive. You're not in survival mode no more. You're actually building something that's worth wow in the long term. You can start to feel that way. And I feel like you're in survival mode because right now you're already starting to feel detached, unmotivated, tired from the things that used to motivate you to make money, from the things that used to actually get you going. And now you're just like, You're being called to release those ideas of that fear-based thinking, that fear-based mindset. Once you release that, then the ideas, the things that you're putting into place, that you're putting energy to now, is actually going to pop off. With this Knight of Cups energy, a lot more fresh, refreshing Venusian based on Venus. Venus is going to help you guys a lot in this transit. Yes, and I know Venus rules you guys, but with that being said, you're being called to step into Venus energy more aggressively in terms of getting what you want and how you're getting it. Venus, with that, Venus is your ruling planet. This transit is asking you guys through Venus, what are you building? And what you're building, does it nourish you? Does it replenish you? Does it refresh you? So Taurus, what are you building? What are you building? And is what you're building nourishing you? Is it replenishing you? Is it making you want to wake up the next day and do it again and do it again and do it again? With that being said, I'm going to go back to this Page of Cups, to this Five of Coins. With that being said, this is what I also mean by spirit is grooming you, because you're being called to trust more of your intuition. Trust less what you see, more what you feel. Because what you feel is not necessarily wrong. And what you see and what you feel is going to be manifested later on in life. So, for example, if you get a nudge like, that certain thing, if I do this now, that's going to make me some money. That's going to make me some money. But it's not something that's popular. It's not something that people are looking out for. It's not something that people are yearning for. So you just put it down. You don't go for it. Then 3 months later, that same thing is gaining traction, is gaining money, making money. You're being called to let go of things, all things that drain you. Love, money, financially, friends, transactions that don't serve you. Let go of jobs that drain you. Let go of routines that drain you. Let go of people that drain you. Things are no longer worth the fight. If you're not getting anything out of it, profit-wise, energetic-wise, and it's not worth it for the long term, worthwhile, you're being called to let it go. There's a financial restructuring happening for you, Taurus, during this phase, during this cycle. You're going to become more spiritual, but in a more alchemist kind of way. You're going to become more in tune with the physical, So that way, when it's time for you to actually put work, you'll be able to alchemize it. Whatever you're feeling spiritually, whatever you're feeling in your intuition, whatever you think, whatever your thoughts are, you're going to be able to alchemize that into the physical world. And it's going to be something that's grounded, and you're going to be aligned. You're going to be much more aligned. So this is when I say that spirit is grooming you, Tauruses, during this phase. Is they're leading you, they're causing you to actually trust more into what you feel, less of what you see, because sometimes what you see is not the reality. In reality, spirit is also teaching you during this phase that reality can be a little bit fickle sometimes. Our Tauruses, we know you love the money, we know you love the beauty, we know you love the finer things, but this phase, this cycle, these transitions are teaching you to trust more of intuitive timing. Trust more intuitive timing, not just material security and not just the things that you think can bring you long-term stability. That gut of yours, all the ideas that you've thought about, all the things that you've been thinking about doing, I know you see it taking off when other people are doing it. I know you see it getting popular once other people start doing it. And you like, damn, if I did that shit, fuck, if I started 6 months ago, I will be way ahead of them because I'm way more scared. Like, that's you, Taurus, but you don't listen to your intuition as often as you need to. But this transition is it's going to allow you, it's going to cause you to do that, okay? So any thoughts, any feelings that you have around desires in terms of money, finance, stability, those are going to be called into question for you. Are your desires your desires? Are they real? Are they inherited? Did I get these picked up from mom, dad? Did I pick it up from my grandma, grandpa? Did I inherit it? Did I inherit the beef? No, but real talk though, did I inherit these thoughts, these feelings about how I feel about money, and do these align with where I'm going to or where I'm headed it now? So that's what this transit is going to bring you guys, or it's going to call, and how it's going to affect you guys. So Taurus, love you guys. Bye.